5.8, 2026. Nice 7 Blazer. Front brake pads. This is the tools I got. 10mm. 3/8 hex key. That's an adapter. That's my easy squeeze bearing packer. A pair of channel locks, wire cutters, a hammer, and a floor jack. And a jack stand. Let's see what we can do with this beast. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what we're looking at. We're looking at the tire. That's what we want. We are running out of shade. I was hoping pulling the man up here to help a little bit, but it didn't. Okay, got that. Hopefully my already broke 10mm socket will not interrupt my vehicle. My video. Pull the rubber thing off. The other one on the other side was plugged up. I don't know why I had the rubber deal on it. Hopefully this one ain't. That should be loose. That one was real tight too. Uh-oh. Well, it's open. Now, I just use a screwdriver. Yeah, I don't live up north, but I just use a screwdriver. Push that piston back in. I don't want to break my bleeder screw off. And it's not supposed to be that tight. It's not. It moved. It's just locking up. Like it's froze up. Don't break on me. There, a little more. It's supposed to be squirting brake fluid out. The other one didn't do it either. Gotta get it all the way back up in there. Ants. Yeah, my shop got an ant problem. Sometimes you gotta just slide it back between the pad and the piston. Side pins feel pretty good. I'm gonna tighten the bleeder screw back up. It didn't let none of my brake fluid out. I don't feel like messing with the bleeder screws. Even though I probably could take them out and clean them. Shouldn't be rusted like that. They got a rubber plug on them to keep that from happening, so they're not full of dirt, just rusted. It's only 29 years old. It'll be okay. Let go of my socket. Low tire ratchet's temperamental. I'm trying to do this pretty fast. I've already made up my brake shoes, or brake pads. And I don't have a functional air ratchet. Or I'd definitely be using my air. Because that'll get you sped up. I'm trying not to be in the way, and I don't know if you can see the caliper from here or not. My arm's right over the bottom screw. I'm going to recheck the camera here in a second. It's hard to tell. Got so much sunlight on it. What am I looking at? Still can't tell. Looking at my mower. Yeah, I'm looking at it pretty good. Now I already pre-bent my brake pad, my outer pad. You need to bend them. You gotta get them in there tight enough that they don't bent that one too much. Let's see what we got. One of the things you gotta have your pliers for. Hopefully this one will bend back and go in. Got them both too much. Now this may seem like it's hard or whatever, it ain't that hard. All I'm doing is pushing that pad up in that housing good. And I'm making sure it's tight. Taking all the slack space out of there. I'm gonna check it, make sure it don't wiggle around so it don't squeal. You gotta install your spring there, put that part in first, and then pliers, push them over. Hey, it's getting hot out here in this sun. Pop that little bubby in there. Make sure you got both your slides. Slide number 1, slide number 2. I usually take my polish my wire wheel on my grinder and stow them little dudes, polish them up a little bit. Yeah, and you want your warning squealer to be up so that it goes against or with the rotor so it don't roll up underneath your brake pad. So always try to put that at the top. You go forward mostly, not backwards. Slide that into place. Put your 2 pins in. Start them. Get them screwed good. Flip, flip. Let go. Again. Okay, we got the pads in. They were getting pretty thin. Definitely slanted wear. A little bit. This is the less wear side. Usually the driver's side's ahead just a little bit. Now I'm not going to pack the inside bearing. Packed them 50,000 miles ago. This is the second set of pads I put on this truck. The last ones I put on were GM factory pads. A lot of times you don't have to worry about repacking a rotor. Repacking the wheel bearings in a rotor, I'm sorry. Get ahead of myself there. Yeah. So, a lot of these newer vehicles, you don't have to deal with bearings. This is what your wire cutters are for. Get that cotter key out there. So, get that out of the way. Get your nut out of the way. Put my easy squeeze to work. Pack this outer wheel bearing real good. Put the bearing down in there like that. I could lose anything, even my head. Put the cap on it. And I'm actually going to stand up. Stand on it. Wiggle it around a little bit. Looks like I'm going to get up. Stand on a little bit more. There we go. Now we got it all cleaned out. The fresh grease in there. Now the grease I'm using is supposed to intermix with just about all the wheel bearing greases out there, all the later stuff, and I haven't been buying. I'm not using antique wheel bearing grease. Get to there. I have to stop here in a second. Just for about 10 or 15 seconds. Because I got to wipe my hands off. Grease is a real headache to deal with. When it comes to keeping things clean. Put that in what little shade I have. I'm going to get them pliers out again. I like channel locks. And I'm going to tighten that bearing all the way to 0. And I'm going to loosen it up just a little bit. And now I'm going to come back and not tighten it with my fingers, but I'm going to get up there real close to having some pressure on it. Like 1,000 inch-pounds. You just want it to touch. You don't want no residual pressure on that bearing. They're tapered bearings. They got their own little thing going on. Then I'm going to start hunting down me a slot. That one looks pretty good. You don't want to go more than finger tight. If it's got a slot, if there's not a slot where you want to, you're going to need to back off just a little bit. Believe me, it's not much. You're not backing off but just a tad. We're going to go with what I had there earlier. It was right there somewhere. There it is. Get my wire cutters out. Now when you go to pump your brakes up, don't pump it to the floor on them. Just pump it about a quarter to a half a pump, quarter to a half a pump, quarter to a half a pump, quarter to a half a pump. Just kind of pump them up gently. Don't go all the way to the floor with them. Take that slack up gently. Don't try not to throw your ABS out. Hopefully I've been lucky so far in my life that pushing that brake fluid back up in there ain't going to hurt nothing. Forgot to do one more thing, which is double check my bleeder screw. First of all, make sure my ratchet's going the right way. It is. It means I probably already checked it. Go back in here. Get on that bleeder screw. Yeah, I've checked it because I got my rubber thing on it. Okay. Okay. Good enough for me. And we'll just flip this little beast back up on there. What is it? If you don't know what that is, well, somebody agitated the squirrel. Imagine how much faster this job would have been if I'd had me a little battery operated ratchet or a good air ratchet. My air ratchets are wore out. I need to get a new one. They sure save you some time. But there you go, folks. Plastic cap and all. Tighten up all your little plastic caps till they click. Stay in place. Yep. God bless in the 4-5. It's been fun.